I used to worry that I would never have a boyfriend. That I would ever find somebody who I cared about enough to date, let alone marry. I was so scared that I'd go through life pitifully alone. But you know, when I finally gave up and quit looking, he kind of just fell into my lap. Raphael has been my best friend throughout all my high school years. He's sweet, caring. He's always there when I need him. He's really close friends with my brother, and I've always felt like that's what he was to me. A brother. A twin even. His birthday was exactly 4 months before mine. February 23rd and June 23rd. It was like destiny that we were supposed to be best friends. After 2.5 years of being just that, something happened. Something horrible, something stupid, something that we could have prevented. Rafa got run over. Now this is the part where you jump up and say, "Oh, what happened? Is he alright?" But just let me tell the story. I was going home with him to this extra credit thing at my English teacher's house that night. Mrs. Deerhurst lives on the same road Ralph does, and so it made more sense than going home since I live 15 miles away. My brother offered us a ride down to Ralph's car at the under end of the parking lot. So we, instead of getting in the car, got on the hood. Yeah, I know it's stupid. You don't have to tell me again. Trust me, I know. I keep seeing him slide off. The look on his face. And when the tire went over his leg, I mean, it was horrible. Horrible. I don't think I've cried so much before in my entire life. I was scared. So scared. Scared for Raph. Scared for my brother. Scared for everything. When I think about all the ways it could have happened, I'm so grateful God watches out for fools. What a fool I am. To try to convince myself for 2.5 years that I didn't like him. To try to play cool and be his friend. To not let any of my other friends who liked him know that I was in the same boat. To try to think something stupid wouldn't result in something else even more stupid. About 3 weeks after the accident, after visiting him in the hospital every day, and after school, while his leg healed, talking about what happened, carrying his books, watching him hop around on his crutches, I think it clicked. I think that's when it clicked. We realized what could have happened, and with that, what should have happened a long time ago. He asked me how our schools... he asked me to our school's winter semi-formal, and that was that, and 3 weeks later he asked me out. And here we are now, seeing what so many people told us before the fact, to just get it over with. And maybe we needed that accident. I kind of took him for granted before that, thinking that he'd be there when I needed him, and that I didn't need him like that. And we've talked about this and agreed that if the accident hadn't happened, we wouldn't be together. Actually, our friends Johnny and Colleen are going through some tough times right now. Colleen won't let go, and Johnny won't commit. Strange combination, I know, but they do love each other. Now I think they just need to get it over with. Too bad Colleen doesn't have an older brother that we can teach him how to run over other guys. But, you know, works out.